You met somebody inside church. You're doing boyfriend, girlfriend. We said, you cannot continue this boyfriend, girlfriend. Then you say, if I'm going to leave Emeka. Let me leave. Can you give me another name? Give me another name. If I'm going to leave Emeka, instead of me to leave Emeka, I will leave the church. I'll leave the church. Emeka, if a woman says that, leave the woman. Marriage is important, but marriage is not all important. The reason why we tell you marriage is important, because it's one relationship that can impact this relationship with destiny. Who understands that? The most important relationship you have is your relationship with destiny. That is your we talk about interpersonal skills, and our society, our world, our family basically raise us up in developing skills for interpersonal relationship. So you're told how to relate with people. You are taught in a family how to relate with people. How many times did your father teach you how to relate with destiny? There are certain things you will never see if you stay and understand your purpose. What is your why? Why are you here? When you read the scriptures, maybe I'll just read a few scriptures to you. It says, now when David had served God's purpose, it didn't say when David had bought a car. It didn't say when David had married a wife. It didn't say when David had 5 children. It said when David had served God's purpose in his generation. There's a purpose for you in this generation. And your life's work is to discover that purpose and to serve that purpose. That is your life's work. Listen, the most important relationship that you have is your relationship with destiny. I want to say that again. The most important relationship that you have is your relationship with destiny. On your relationship with destiny. Oh, listen to me, please. Your relationship with people. When I meet with people now, the only reason why they will continue being with me is if I can see them in this relationship with destiny. If I can see them, this internal relationship that you have is far more important than the relationship you have on the outside. This would determine what you have on the outside. It's called intrapersonal relationship. And that is what purpose. For all my life, I thought I was shy until I discovered purpose. No, I didn't read any book on how to overcome stage fright. I didn't go into any psychological training on how to overcome shyness or timidity or standing before. No. I didn't go that route. Destiny revealed, relating with destiny unleashed all that potential. Suddenly, I found out how to relate with people on the outside by discovering how to relate with myself. A lot of aggression that people have on the outside is because of internal crisis. A lot of pain that people inflict when they get into relationships is because of unresolved internal crisis. And what purpose does for you is to bring you to terms with your future. Brings your purpose into perspective. The road, if you're using a navigator, if you want to travel, the first thing you do, if you want to use your Google map or you want to use a navigator, what's the first thing you do? The navigator already lets you know where you are, your current location. Then you must punch where you are going to. You must give it the address. You can't just say, let's be going. You punch the address, then it creates for you the next thing, the plan. As soon as purpose is understood, now a plan, which is your strategy to move from where you are to the point of fulfillment, comes into play. You must understand and follow the plan of God for your life. You must understand and follow the plan of God for your life. Do you know, Pastor Kate, when we were growing up, traveling was something you always looked forward to. You just wanted to travel. You wanted to escape Nigeria. When I got born again, all that desire left. It left. I was not looking for anything. I started traveling inside. Hey. Oh, I don't know. People are wanting to travel outside. You are trying to meet somebody. Have you met yourself? Have you met yourself? The next time someone is talking to you and say, I want to know you, say, do you know you? Have you known you? And you can tell when a man has known himself. You can tell when a woman has known themselves. They are, when the scripture says, he that believeth shall not make haste. Is a man, when you say you are believed, you will not make haste. You will not be agitated. You will be calm. You have met yourself. You have met your destiny. In the Bible talks about, it says the quiet assurance of righteousness. You know, it says the benefit, the reward of righteousness. It says it's quiet. You know, prosperity, quiet. You have this quiet assurance. You have this quiet assurance. Have you met yourself? When a guy hasn't met themselves, maybe look at you, you're a lady, you're a high flyer, you're a very ambitious person, you are all that. Then you don't even know this guy has not met himself. He cannot even deal with a woman with money. There are many relationships, the men, they are beating the women black and blue just because the woman has money. And the woman is saying, I'm not going to give you my money. And the man is beating. Who is this man? A man that has not met himself. You know, a man that has not met. I mean, you can't even take criticism. You can't. Someone just says something negative. You are all red because you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. Before you take a journey outside, take a journey inside. You want to travel to America? Have you traveled into your destiny? Have you traveled into your purpose? Are you in sync with God's will for your life? I've seen people who have done external trips, and as they made those external trips, they walked away from destiny. They walked away from destiny. I mean, they walked away from what God planned for them. I knew a lady. Oh my God. You know, it's amazing. Choices. Can I tell you something? Pastor said this. Things that change your life. Things that alter your destiny. You can write them down. 1, relationships. Relationships. There are people you should never meet. There are people that when you meet, you should never get them into your world. Relationships can change you. Relationships can change your destiny. Relationships can alter where you're going. I mean, if you talk to anybody who's been a Christian for up to 20 years, they will tell you the story. Stories of people who are doing well. Doing well. That brother was doing so well until sometimes these people, they meet themselves in church. They meet themselves in church. They met themselves in the choir. And when you will know it is bad, is you meet yourself in the choir. The choir leader says, hey, stop this thing, Zimba. Then you met yourself together in the choir. And we're saying you cannot continue like this. Then the person say, instead of me to leave this person, I will leave the church. That is a sign. You know, something Pastor Janet would always make fun of. She said, I know you, Sha. You are you and Pastor Chris, your commitment is so like this. But I said, let me tell you something. He said, if one day something happens to your head and the knot just loose, and you say you're not doing Pastor Chris anymore, he said, I'll just tell you, bye. I'm glad for her to say that. What she's saying to me is this. She's saying, I'm not in this thing because of you. I have my personal convictions. I have my personal convictions.